Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm super sorry I have not been making more videos. I had to get my 2 cents in on the election here. So, in full disclosure, I have a son. That's been the reason I haven't been doing as many videos because of this little guy right here. All right, you go on, bud. That's been taking up a lot of my time, but of course it's worth it. He's awesome. So in this election, which really almost seemed over about 2 weeks ago. We've got Obama, who you guys know I'm not a huge fan of. He didn't follow through on a lot of the liberal things he said he was going to do. He way, way over conceded to Republicans and got nothing in return. He was a horrible negotiator, and so his policies didn't turn out good. They turned out Republican, and now they're using that to bludgeon him. Doesn't point out the amount of obstruction and really vitriolic hate that the Republicans um, have towards him and practice towards him. But all that being said, he's going up against the sleaziest politician in the history of the United States, and I don't think it's even close. There might have been guys more immoral. Some of the pro-slavery guys, probably pro-segregation guys. Like people from the Know Nothing Party, perhaps. There was some immoral politicians, Tammany Hall, but I mean, for the most part, they were honest. Even if they were corrupt, they were honest about their policy positions. We've never seen anybody just flat out lie any occasion they get about their policy positions. Romney won't release his taxes. Romney won't get into any specifics, especially regarding his tax cuts and what loopholes he'll close to magically pay for them. He won't get into specifics about foreign policy. He won't get into specifics about anything. The dude won't. I mean, he's not honest and forward about anything. I guess probably that he's pro-life, but I don't even think he's forward about that. What that would entail in terms of what policies he would push for. Um, um, excuse me. And I'm taken aback by just the balls it takes to lie in that capacity. The big debate ass whooping that he handed Obama, and it was an ass whooping because the nigga just stood there and took it. I mean, anytime anybody stands there and take it, unless they're helpless for some reason, like people are gonna say, "Oh, the other guy." Well, of course, all right, we get it. But I mean, the whole entire performance was a lie. He denied everything about his policy, everything he's been saying for 18 months, and then he's been running for president for even longer than that. I mean, it, the $5 trillion lie. I mean, it's really amazing to me that you can say you want to cut taxes by 20%, reduce loopholes, and somehow magically pay for that, and you won't say what the loopholes were. It's because if it was possible, which it's not, you'd have to do massive reductions of the home mortgage owners deduction, uh, earned income deductions, child care deductions. Come here, buddy. And it'd be so unpopular you'd lose by a landslide. And so he won't do that. Um, he lied about covering people with pre-existing conditions, and most of his attacks on Obama were from the left. The reason that the country sucks is because a person just like Mitt Romney became president, believed they had a mandate, pushed through a whole bunch of legislation, or got blue dog Democrat consent on a lot of it. I don't want to say push through like they did something funny. Uh, and this guy is just like that. the fact that he doesn't own up to anything is amazing to me, and I really wish Obama would man up. I mean, really man up. I mean, the dude he's a lying, Weasley, tax cheat chump. That's what he is, man. He has no substance whatsoever. We could make montage after montage after montage on issue after issue after issue where Romney is saying one thing and then immediately contradicting himself. I mean, it's amazing, and it both scares and disgusts me that this man is running for president and it's not considered a joke, and that he has he has a significant chance of winning. He's not the favorite, but I mean, in the Real Clear Politics average today is the first time he has, been leading in the average, and it's just, I mean, it's amazing, and I beg you, American people, and I say this to my students, you got one guy that wants to amputate your toe. Obama is no hero. He's not. He's barely even a good guy. Okay. But you got another guy who wants to amputate your leg. And, I mean, and we're assuming nothing is wrong. Nothing needs to be happening here. The choice is very clear. This Romney is, I mean, he's got a nice gray streak in his hair and a nice tie on, but he's a monster. The dude has no substance, no character, is willing to say whatever, whenever, wherever, contradict himself, lie, just flat out lie, in order to achieve his goal of becoming president. And it disgusts me to think that this man who wants to take all these benefits away from my son's not gonna know Social Security if Mitt Romney becomes president. My son's not gonna know, Medicare. Hopefully he won't need Medicaid. Hopefully he'll have enough income, and so will I. My son's not gonna know PBS if Mitt Romney becomes president. And I mean, that's just the beginning. The chances that he'll send my son off to war. I mean, these things are horrible, and they're frightening, and they're completely unnecessary, and the American people shouldn't stand for them. Really, take the time to actually review the issues. Most definitely, please register to vote if you haven't, and then please go out there and vote. You cannot let a monster, a piece of shit, become the president of the United States, regardless of what you think of Barack Obama. And please, we need to apply so much pressure to Obama from the left to do what he promised 4 years ago. I get it. From the right, there's a lot of things you guys have legitimate beefs about. Both sides should be complaining about civil liberties. Both sides should be complaining about, the president getting more executive power. But to allow a monster like Mitt Romney, a callous, willing to do anything, willing to lie at any moment person become president of this great country, we can't do that. We cannot do that. Spread the word, do what you gotta do, and please do your research. Don't take my word on anything. Look up the policy positions. You'll see how vague and short the Romney positions are, and yet they are disgusting anyways. I can't say enough how disgusting that man is, how disgusted I am by him, and how disgusted I am that an environment exists that he might become president. Alright, y'all. Peace.